relations with China, Brent Scowcroft was quoted in yesterday's New York Times as saying there's, quote, a remarkable amount of chaos in the Chinese system, unquote. And as you know, during Gates's tour of China recently, President Hu apparently didn't know about the test of this advanced stealth aircraft. And my question is, how concerned you are about the Chinese leadership's ability to control things there, and how you think the Obama administration has managed that relationship?
Well, as many have written, the Chinese premier that we're about to see is, first of all, an official of the Communist Party of China. The leadership is elected every 5 years now under a system, and his term goes to roughly mid-2012. I mention this simply because he is not a king. He is a part of an apparatus, a convention system of sorts, and there appears to be some term limits to the process. The question that is raised of him by Secretary Gates and by all of you will be, what is the relationship between the premier, the civilian premier, and the People's Liberation Army? To what extent is there some type of parallel organization going on also under the aegis of the Communist Party? And when, for instance, the premier told Secretary Gates that he was not informed about the joint strike exercise or what have you, perhaps so, perhaps not, but it simply leads the question once again as to who's in charge. Secretary Gates, I know, has expressed to me and to others his desire to have regular sharing with the highest officials of the Chinese military in the United States, and likewise for our officials to go back and forth. This has been resisted by the Chinese. The occasional high official has come, but not with regularity. And the idea of we might talk strategy with the Chinese on military affairs has likewise been pushed aside as something that does not seem to be desirable. So this is not necessarily chaotic. This may be the Chinese system. But nevertheless, it's one of concern to us as talks begin with our president and the Chinese premier as to really how far the premier can go in talking about strategic military matters or even relations with neighboring states and the Chinese reaction or ways in which we could cooperate with it.